A little bit. While this battle continues, as we get ready to head to break, let's remind you about the Verizon Wireless customers. You can text Champion to 43776. Exclusive Champion chats, content from our NASCAR Now Roundtable experts. 89 laps are in the books here at Phoenix. This one's far from over. Welcome back to the NASCAR Nationwide Series here at Phoenix. Make sure to go to NASCAR.com for all your latest NASCAR information. And right now, Kyle Busch is in control by 0.7 of a second over Brad Keselowski. And about 20 minutes before the top of the hour. And let's talk about what's happened so far here at Phoenix International Raceway. Kyle Busch is our leader. We've only had 2 leaders. 79 laps Kyle has led, and Brad Keselowski led 15. We've seen a bit of a change in the points if it ended right now, although we've still got quite a few laps to go, but gives you an idea just how good the racing has been. 3 cautions so far, 2 of those unfortunately for Michael Annett, and he is out of the race. We've shown you the top 10 up to speed. Let's go a little bit deeper in the field and get caught up with 12th place, and that's Jason Leffler, and up first is Shannon Spank.
Well, it has absolutely been a busy day for Jason Leffler and this 38 team. They started the race lap 16. They had some problems with their steering, came down, put some power steering in that car. It is still sticking a little bit, but the team is telling me it's not getting much worse. He's also having problems with his brakes. The car is tight, so it is just a mess for Jason Leffler on the racetrack right now, trying to hold on to some track position. Jamie?
Behind him is Kelly Byers in the 88. Now, this car he's driving was driven at both Phoenix races last year by Brad Keselowski. It has an average finish of 3.9, so the team has high expectations, but it hasn't been so great for Kelly so far tonight. He's been a bit tight, and he's been hanging out back there. He started 16th, currently 14th, Dave.
Brendan Gaughan has dropped out of the top 10. He's been using that newfound communication with Brad Parrott to tell him on the last run, too tight. So they made a track bar and air pressure adjustment. Now he's telling him very specifically, too loose. Man, these cars are finicky. The 23 behind him of Johnny Sauter having a pretty decent run, except for the fact that they cannot get the tightness out of that race car. It was tight at the beginning of the day. They threw some stuff at it. It was still tight. They made some more changes. It's still tight. It will not turn around these corners the way that would make Johnny Sauter faster than he is right now. Shannon?
James Buescher running 16th on the racetrack right now. He was involved in that accident with Jason Leffler last week. Buescher admitted, hey, listen, I made a mistake. I was at fault. He said, sometimes on the racetrack, I'm going to get taught lessons by veterans. But it has been such a tough season for this guy. He has dropped 13 positions in the last 3 races. He has had DNFs, and after he got started so strong in Daytona, he says it's just been frustrating. Jamie?
And Brian Scott in the 11. He started 17th, and right now he's leading Rookie of the Year points. They're thinking about that every single race. Tonight, his car hasn't been great. He said he just needs more forward drive. He's really having to work that throttle to get this car to hook up tonight. Right now, he runs 17th. Shannon?
Landon Castle starting a 4-race deal for this number 7 car, trying to keep this car top 30 in points. I spoke with Landon today. He told me his biggest problem in the past has been that he wants to race every lap at 110%. Now, with the help of Tony Yeary Jr. on top of that pit box, he says, I'm going to back it down. My goal is to go out there, finish the race, and get this car a good finishing position. Now, behind him on the racetrack is Michael McDowell, a hometown boy who had a great finish here last year. He finished 11th in this race in April. Michael McDowell started this race 11th. He's dropped back just a little bit, but he's currently holding on to the top 20. Jamie?
I love talking about these guys who are running every race, running in the back. Tony Raines in the 34 car. Long John Silver Chevrolet started 18th tonight. He's been tight in the center. They've been working on the car. Last stop, they made a track bar adjustment. 4 tires, put a rubber in the right rear, trying to get it to hook up just a little bit better, Dave.
Well, the nice side going well for Trevor Bayne right now. He runs in 21st, and on that last pit stop, they actually stopped twice. On the first pit stop to try to get the car to turn a little bit better, they put a spring rubber in the right rear of the car. Tim Brewer showed you how to do that in Countdown today. Then on the second stop, they unhooked the rear bar. The problem is he's gone nowhere. He restarted in 21st. He's still 21st. The 43 car, Scott Lagasse, has had a decent day, but he's been lacking grip. That's the main thing that he's been wanting. On the last stop, they took 4 tires again, made a track bar adjustment for Scott, but they were, better in qualifying and practice than they've been in the race. That's where they've really got to improve, Marty.
And those are all the cars that are on the lead lap. 23rd, Michael McDowell is in the lucky dog spot in 23rd right now, but We've got a lot of cars that are like one lap down, a total of about 10 of them so far. There's your top 5. We've passed the halfway mark. Kyle Busch has led 88 laps so far here at Phoenix. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, it'll be on ESPN2, NASCAR Now, with the Monday Roundtable at 7 Eastern. And then the O'Reilly NHRA Spring Nationals qualifying tomorrow at 10:30 Eastern Time. The final Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, both those on ESPN2. And then we'll be in Texas next Saturday, 3 Eastern on ESPN2 with the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Back here at the Bashas Supermarkets 200, it is still Kyle Busch, the race leader, by 0.7 of a second. And the only thing that seems to be able to beat him down right now is the bugs, and the bugs are winning the battle with everybody. And I know you're probably wondering why, and the best explanation we've been able to dig up is they've had more rain here than that usually get, and that's the reason why we've had more bugs here than we've ever seen. And it has become a bit of an issue, as you can see the way the lights glare off of the windshield. They are getting whacked left and right.
Marty, when I got in town the other day, that's the first thing they said, that it's Rusty, we just had tons of rain here out in Arizona. In fact, all the rivers that are around here that are usually dry, I've got a lot of water and flowing real hard. And because of that, I got to agree with you, man. We got a lot of bugs out here, and I've seen this in Bristol, Tennessee, places like that.
Well, and let's check in with Tim Brewer over in the Craftsman Tech Garage. Tim, what can they do? Hey, why? Oh, no, let's hold on. We got a crash. It'll be our 4th caution. The 01 of Mike Wallace is involved, and the 66 of Steven. Wallace, who is 8th in the driver's points, has been having a wonderful season so far for this team on a very limited budget, and there's the damage on the 66.
Yeah, Steven got the worst of this deal here. A lot of damage on the right side.
The car had the right front fender beat in about 2 inches from that damage with Justin Allgaier, and I got a feeling that part of that is the reason. We'll have to go back and look at the replay in a minute, but
let's go back and ride with Stephen Wallace.
Oh, looks like he lost a tire right there.
Easy here, easy.
See that right front went down. Right
yeah,
we got the fence here.
I was real concerned about that, with that damage in the right front.
Right side damage, pretty heavy.
Mike just a victim right there.
Low,
Here's the outside view.
Hear the tire blow, see the sparks.
no track mark.
So for the 3rd race in a row, after a great start to the season for Steven, where he was finishing consistently in the top 10, now another tough break here, and here come the race leaders. Joey Logano right on the back bumper of the 18 of our leader, Kyle Busch. And Jamie, I guess it's going to start with you again with Joey Logano.
And the 20 car, Joey Logano, staying steady in that 2nd place position. Expecting 4 tires, fill it up with Sunoco fuel. Let's see if they put the wrench in the back. Yes, and you see it going the right there. Going to make a chassis adjustment. Try to tighten that car up just a bit. And the 18, his teammate Kyle Busch, is in his pit box. You see him there. Now he's explaining all kinds of things that's going on with his car, but to sum it up, he needs more grip. Dave?
But Harvick's car cut just a little bit too well, so they're going to put air pressure in the back, in the right front that they took out before. He's already gone, 4 tires changed. As for Carl Edwards, he is on pit road as well. They're going to make a track bar and air pressure adjustment for a race car that is loose. See ya, Carl.
And our Nationwide Insurance race off pit road. Kyle Busch again comes in first, goes out first. Keselowski picks up a spot while Logano loses one. Paul Menard picks up 2. And we'll talk about the significance of what this means with 87 laps to go when we come back. Under our 4th caution here, and it gives us time to talk about the ticket to the race. Just log on to NASCAR.com/tickets. We're heading for Texas Motor Speedway next week, and then down to Talladega and on to Richmond, Darlington, Dover, Charlotte, all the way through the month of June. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and we hope to see you at one of those races. And remember, Clint Boyer got himself a lap down because the battery had to switch it over from one to the other. Well, he has got the Aaron's lucky dog, and he gets back on the lead lap. That gives us 22 cars on the lead lap. Let's check in with our in-race reporter, Kevin Harvick.
Hey, Kevin, Rusty Wallace, ESPN, you got us?
10-4, Rusty.
Boy, Kevin, everybody's complaining about vision out there because all these problems with the bugs. Are you having an issue with it?
It hasn't been too bad for me. They've been going ahead and letting us tear the tear-offs off. So our Jimmy John's Chevrolet hadn't been too bad to see out of.
Hey, has the track changed a lot, Kevin, from when you started to the darkness right now? Has it changed the balance a lot?
Yeah, we started.